YouTube! What is up, y'all? It is your boy Shsl Blaze coming at you guys with yet another video. We're back with some more buried stars, y'all. Let's get back into this game. I'm really excited about it. Before we get into it though, hit that like button to keep this video in the YouTube algorithm. I would truly appreciate it. It helps me so much. Let's get back into buried stars, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait to see how the story unfolds. I know you guys saw the last episode with the joke ending and such. That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. So let's get back into it. All right, guys, this is it. The journey to the true ending. Let's do it. I want to talk about it a little more. About what? About what we saw in the dressing room. Is something bothering you? Well, I mean, other than a dead body being in there and Chang dead, I mean, yeah. I don't think anything else is bothering you. Anyways, well, nothing in particular. Han saved his words. Although it's unlikely, it was still a possibility. Chang could have been murdered, and the real murderer could be one of us. Yup. He really didn't want to think that way. But the more he thought about it, the stronger his doubts grew. That's why he saved his words. He had to talk to them at least. That's all he could think about. If nothing came to mind after talking with them, if everything that had happened was simply as it appeared, it wouldn't be too late to get rid of his concerns. Fine. What about the other two? No idea either. I'm almost dizzy. Well then, we'll go with majority rule. Oh, I'm good with majority rule and votes. We can't be talking about this for too long. I know. Hey, is it time? It is indeed that time. End of all suspicions. Communication started. We're at 5:25 a.m. guys. We're so close to being rescued. All right, so you already know what we got to do. Let's go into the phone. Let's call O this time. See what she's got to say. I didn't expect this to happen. Why did he die? If he had tricked and hurt others, he should have repented and made it up to them. He thought he'd never be caught? I don't believe he did. Did he really commit suicide? What else could it be? You need evidence? This is insane. I thought we were close sometimes. But what is this? This is the end? Oh, are you okay? What's going on with her? No, I'm not okay at all. I'm totally lost. I mean, I think we're all just about as confused as she is, but still, like, she's showing a lot more confusion than normal. So let's get into talking to each and every one of them. Let's talk to O first. Let's ask her about Chang's hands. There were wounds on his hands. The kind of wounds that are made unconsciously. O massaged her eyes with both hands. There was a brief silence between the two. This is awkward. When a person hangs themselves, their body still feels pain. And they will instinctively struggle to cut or tear the rope in order to survive. Although they wanted to kill themselves, their body would still resist. Is that true? Ask about any other sign. Know something more about this? Ask how she came to know so much about that. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not gonna go suspicious on her though. Let's say this. Are there no other signs? Tell me if you have more information. That's all I know. I can tell you 2 things. O raised her head and stared at Han. If you think it might not be a suicide because of the wounds on his hands, you're probably wrong. Why is she debunking this so hard? No matter how closely you look, it's obvious he took his own life. Wow, she's pushing it. Even if he hanged himself, he might have involuntarily struggled to get out of the belt, resulting in wounds on the fingernails and the neck. She is pushing that hard, huh, guys? What the heck? Let's talk about the notebook. Last page. Or, oh wait. No, not this one. Let's do this one. He said something about me too. Did you see it? He said I just needed to do as he said. I never asked him to make me popular. Oh sagged her shoulders. To be honest, I don't know what to say. I wonder if she knew Chang was supporting her. She should have noticed his unusual interest in her. He just wanted to satisfy himself, influence the show in his own ways, an absurd idea. I'm going with that one. He intervened only for his self-satisfaction. Make me popular? Support me? That's ridiculous. To be honest, I was curious what you were going to say. Hey, but she likes me for what I said, right? I agree with you. He tried to control all my actions and followed me around without a word. He said he did those things for me, but I can't acknowledge it. Oh closed her mouth and fell silent for a moment. It all boils down to his defiance towards Shin. He tried to use me as his pawn. Was he going to claim that he attacked Shsl for me? Possibly, but I never asked him to invite me into his little power game. The truth is just his self-satisfaction. Chang's diary said that he would help O to become famous. He seemed to view it as an act of defiance towards Shin. Ooh, report it! Let's go! Hey, all right. This is probably the last little bit of backstory. Han, did I do anything wrong? I'm not qualified to make any judgment. I wanted some kind of explanation at least. Oh, her face! Rather than silence for good like this. Oh no, the face with the music! I wasn't expecting this. Oh lowered her head. Haven't I changed after all? You've changed a lot. I did change my facade and showed myself in public. I accepted the character they proposed for the show. I dressed differently, talked differently, and acted differently. But now I'm back to square one, I guess. Why? I was just brainwashing myself as if something had changed. I'm still you inside. After all these years. Oh. I don't know that girl. I only know Oh. You? Forget her. I want a real change. But this is not the real me either. What was I wanting for? You can't find your ideal self that easily. You just have to keep looking for it. I'm no different than you. Oh let out a deep sigh. Others cannot change me. It was not about others in the first place. I'm about to cry, y'all. I'm sorry, this is hitting too close to home for me. This is relatable. Nobody will live for me. Nobody will take responsibility for me. God, I was just running away, feeling okay as long as I was away from where I was. How come I never knew what I was doing before? We will get out of here soon. You'll find the truth as well as your future.
分かったのが知らないってことだけだなんて。
So what I found in the end is that I still don't know anything.
こんなにも長い間苦労して探さなきゃいけなかったのね。
It took me quite long to find that out.
たくさんの出来事の中で。
After experiencing so much. Oh. Oh shook her head and whispered to herself. Hey, my sanity went up. Resolved, she wanted a clean break from her past and to start over anew. But pressure from others made it impossible. She finally realized that true change comes from within. I'm sorry. That is so true though. That's very relatable. It's very relatable indeed. I feel like I went through that too, you know, wanting to run away from someone or from people that I just felt like weren't letting me be who I wanted to be, you know, and trying to find my true self because everybody wanted me to be a certain way, you know. So I ran away from everything, literally everything, and went out on my own, just trying to find out, you know, who I was. And I found it. It's through YouTube, you know, and through all of you guys. And thank you so much for just everything that you've done for me. I've gone through a lot in my little YouTube career, off screen, you know. A lot of you guys know who I am on screen, but off screen, there's a lot of drama, you know. So it is nice to finally be able to be one with myself. So thank you. Anyways, let's move on. What do we got next? Let's talk about, what about the tablet?
私が思うに。
The tablet was completely broken.
そうだったな。
The screen had cracks, the battery was swollen, and it wouldn't even turn
と
on.
にかく、
He broke it after he ran into the dressing room.
それとも
If not, there's no other reason. There was no reason for him to hide his things, and there was no reason for him to run away after spilling his
だ
bag.
とすると、
So the only conclusion we can reach is that he broke it on purpose. I mean, I guess so. He wanted to hide something. It would have been better if he just showed it to us. If he destroys it, suspicion would grow even more. Let's go with the left one. Let's agree with her.
やっぱり
I guess he wanted to hide something. I could see
で
that.
しょ？
Even if we couldn't see it, he would have had to reveal it after we get out of here. And he would have had to submit it to the police. He was just trying to avoid the situation at hand. O's blue eyes turned dark. I'm almost sad. He could have just shown it to us after deleting what he wanted to hide. What he did was pointless. O claimed that the broken but still powered on tablet was intentionally damaged after Chang hid in the dressing room. What else we got here? We got close call? Let's talk about it.
それは
I called out to him when the tremor died out, but there was no answer. When we forced ourselves in, it was already over. There wasn't much time. O nodded weakly and continued.
そうね。
That's why I feel like my head is about to burst. I was one step behind. I feel responsible for that because I stopped the others. It had already happened, regretting it in every way. Let's do feel responsible for that. For sure. For sure.
結局
It's my fault. I stopped the others instead of chasing him.
ちょっと待って。
I don't need to hear that, you fool. If we all went out and banged on the door, it would have happened sooner. That's how I see it. O closed her mouth and sank her head. We didn't have enough time.
だとしたら、
You and Min came back to the corridor and talked to Chang, right?
そうだ。
Yes, he wouldn't budge. That's when the tremor came, and you came out of the corridor. When we called him again, there was no answer, and we forced ourselves in. By the wall of the dark dressing room. That's where we found him. It happened only a few minutes
あ、
before.
そう。
Yes, just a few minutes. That's when it happened. They briefly had a scuffle with Chang when Han and Min got back. When things calmed down, they tried to force their way in. They found his body in the dark dressing room. I'm glad we got to recall that at least. Let's talk about the business card that we found.
そうだから
WBSN was the name of the broadcasting company. It's WBS now, so it's been a few years. Oh suddenly stared at Han while mumbling to herself.
あれ
According to Chang's diary, how long has been working... Wait, what? Oh, they typoed. According to Chang's diary, how long has he been working with Shin? About 2 years, he said. Should have been so. About 4 years, he said. Think so? I thought he said 4 years, right? 4 years.
そうだったな。
I think it was about 4 years.
そうね
Yes, 4 years.
それは
WBSN changed its name to WBS about 3 years ago. Oh tilted her head.
つまり
B-Star Season 2 was where he was eliminated in the preliminaries. Was held 4 years
そ
ago.
れなら
So he joined the staff immediately after getting eliminated.
でしょ
I guess that's how he got his business card.
うーん
He's been in show business for some time now. I can't believe he's still doing background checks. WBSN printed on Chang's business card was renamed WBS 3 years ago. Looks like Chang joined the company about 4 years ago, right? After his elimination from B-Star Season 2. What is the last thing? I think that's all. I think that is it. Yeah, that's it. So let's move on to Min. Min. Let's see what she's got. She doesn't have any right here. Hold up. Oh, there's a couple over there. Let's ask about the hands. I didn't get a clear look. I barely managed to keep myself together after Seo's incident, but I think this is as much as I can bear. Oh, poor Min. Min braced herself with both arms and shuddered. He could just pay for his wrongdoings after getting out of here. What we wanted was his confession, not this. Advised not to think too much. Everyone's better to calm down. Agree that I would have done the same thing. Natural flow of emotion. I'm gonna go with that.
はい。
I feel the same. I guess I can't stop talking about it because even for me, it's hard to accept what happened.
もちろんよ
I think everyone knows that we must stop thinking. That we need to calm down and let the police take care of the rest. My mind knows that, but my heart isn't ready to accept that. Oh, poor Min. Oh, another event. Let's go.
これが真実なのかしら
Is this the truth?
こんな最後は
I never wanted this kind of ending.
はい
Me either. I like the joke ending better. This is feelsy. Min touched her forehead with her hands through her long hair.
ナオト、
Chang might have run away,
自分がやったことと向き合えなくて。
not being able to face what he had done.
そうかもしれないわね
Maybe.
誰にでも怖くて向き合えないことがあるから
Everyone is afraid of something. Min raised her head again.
私は
I
向き合ってみせるわ
need to start facing mine.
どんどんそう思えるようになったの
Everything is clearer now.
もう逃げない
I'm not running away this time.
私を売り払おうとした人また侮辱した人誰からもね
Yes! That guy who thought he could sell me, the rich businessman who thought he could buy me. I'm not running away from anyone.
こ
Let's
のまま何も言えずに死ぬよ
go!
り真正面からぶつかってみる
I'll fight them head on rather than dying with my mouth shut. Yes! Min shook her head and straightened herself.
メンバーのみんなにもあのことを打ち明けるつもり
Yes, you do that, Min. I'll tell the members about what happened.
寂しくて辛かったってごめんなさいってね
I'll tell them how lonely I was, how difficult it was for me to handle at that time, and how sorry I am now. A dim light cast a shadow on the side of Min's face. Han took a step forward.
おかしいいきなりこんなこと言い出したから
Do you think I'm weird for telling you this?
俺はすごいと思います。
You are much stronger than I thought. You did something I failed to do, Han said to himself.
もっと 叩かれることになるかもね。
I'd probably get battered more.
そうかもしれません。
Maybe.
でもこれからは盾より槍をつかむわ。
But I'll pick up a spear rather than a shield this time.
盾が槍に変わっていると言いましたよね。
You said your shield has been turned into a spear, right?
そうよ。もう両手にぴったり馴染んでるわ。
Yes.
槍がね。
Yes, and it suits me well.
私が戦う姿見守ってほしいの。
I want you to watch me fight.
次の戦いでは絶対負けないから。
Because I will win the revenge match. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Min fans stand up. Let's go. Min made the best of a desperate situation. She had protected her honor, but suffered for it. She vowed to overcome it once she got out of this mess. I love that for her. I love that for her. I'm glad she's standing up finally. All women need to stand up. You feel me? That's the message here, okay? We couldn't check his tablet.
そうです。
It didn't even turn on.
明らかに
I saw the swollen battery.
え？
Swollen?
考えてみてよ。
Yes, the device was swollen and the screen was broken. What does that mean when the battery is swollen? If the device is swollen, you could consider it as totally broken. Oh, I see. When was it broken exactly? The battery is swollen. Any way to turn it on? A bit tampered but not damaged that much. Let's go with this.
じゃあこれは
When do you think the tablet was broken?
それが
Devices don't swell up like that all at once. It must have been a while
多
ago.
分
At least a few days.
それなら
So it's very likely that he never used a device while in here.
うん
Oh, you're right. Unless an expert repairs it. Min put her hand on her sweaty forehead.
それなら
So why was he carrying
こ
it?
れなら
Why did he try to hide it? And why did he run away after some things were
わ
revealed?
からないわ。
We'll never know why. What I know is that the device was broken a long time ago. Min checked the broken tablet and said it was broken a long time ago, considering the cracked display and swollen battery. Oh. Okay. So he never used it, huh? Interesting. Let's talk about Shin's card.
そういえば
He also had Shin's old business card.
そうなんですか。
The same TV program which Chang had worked on. She was a producer even back
り
then.
ょうくん
Does the name of the TV program ring a bell?
まさか
Scoop, enter behind. I think I saw a news article about it, but don't know much about it. Min briefly stared at the logo on the business card.
それは
That's the TV program that made Shin famous. Really? It was a celebrity gossip show.
え
A gossip show? Kind of like
So yeah.
TMZ? She was notorious for her persistent and aggressive coverage. They chose provocative items and achieved great success. Ask about Beloved. That's around when Min was a Beloved member. She did the same thing here as she had been doing it before. The tradition of background checks started from here, I guess. Sounds about right.
そうってことは
I guess the background checks tradition began at that point. Even after joining B-Stars, she maintained her style.
間違いないわ。
Maybe for Shin, it was a guaranteed formula for success. And we were the variables. Ah. Min shook her head bitterly.
一旦
Another producer is still running the
う
program.
ん
But it's not as popular as when Shin used to be the producer, though. Do you think they'll talk about us on the news? Yes, they will. I hope they do. Scoop was a celebrity news show produced by Shin 4 years ago. Her aggressive coverage brought her huge success and made her a star. Chang joined her around this time. Let's talk about, there was one more. Info on contestants. Let's talk about that one.
わからないわ。
Why even bother to obtain our consent if they were going to just keep digging?
そうです。
Actually, their privacy policy didn't mean anything. The contract only contained a clause to obtain our consent.
間違いないわ。
It's literally unfair. That sucks, dude. What the heck? Min stared at the far corner of the corridor with a bitter look on her face. Do you think it was the same for the staff who did background checks? I believe the staff also knew. Shin and the staff are the same kind. A possibility of being forced to do background checks. I'm gonna go with that one.
やっぱり
Maybe he was forced to conduct background checks. Chang's diary proves it.
そうよ。
You're right. You saw how scared and desperate he was. Beastars terminated its contracts with the background check agencies. It's clear they continued the background checks internally. Feelings of embarrassment and anger from Chang's diary. He didn't conduct the background checks voluntarily. He felt a sense of shame while trying to justify his actions by saying that he was only following orders.
結局
His depression continued. Then, triggered by the collapse here, he ended his own life. After terminating contracts with the background check agencies, Shin forced her staff, including Chang, to complete the background checks. Man, she was shady, huh? God. That does sound like TMZ, though. So we're going to talk to Lee. Lee's the last one. Let's talk about the belt.
それは
The jacket that the belt was pulled out from. It was mine. Oh! I thought so. I thought so. I thought so. He used that too. Lee quietly sank his head.
正直
If you look around, it sticks out immediately. The jacket was always hanging over there. It was impulsively done because he used clothing that was always hanging there. Not sure if he did it at his own will. Didn't he run away to live and survive? Right. Did he really
そうかな
do that to himself? Didn't he run away to survive? Why? Lee quietly bit his lips. Oops, my bad.
どうも
I think he acted on impulse. The door was about to burst
そ
open.
のはずだ
He looked around and found the belt from the jacket that was always hanging by the wall. The other end was attached to the metal hook on the shelf. Lee, I don't know if I agree with that. Stop it if you're going to blame yourself. Your clothing was always hanging there.
違うよ
It wasn't meant for him to use. Right now, you need to focus on the remaining people. Since the leather jacket was hanging in the dressing room, anyone could easily find it. Same goes for the belt. Rapport event, another one. Okay, the final one for Lee.
圭介さん
Are you all
大
right,
丈夫な
Lee?
の君はどうだすごく驚いただろ
What about you? You must be shaken.
本当は混乱してるんだ
I'm confused, to be honest.
もう少しの辛抱だ心を落ち着かせて
Just hang in there and relax.
分かった圭介さんも
Okay, you too.
君が大丈夫なら僕も大丈夫になるんだ
I'll be okay when you are. What is this, a ship, bro? Hey, we're having a moment. Lee moved closer and patted Han on his shoulder. We are having a moment.
こんなに話したろ君しかいないよ
You're the only one who knows about this. Lee raised his tilted head.
本当に不思議だな今までしてこなかった話なのに
It's weird. I've never told anyone about this.
こんな時だからこそ言えたのかもしれない
Maybe I was able to tell you that because we were in an unusual circumstance. Lee shook his head, then looked at Han again.
君だから話せたんだよ
I was able to open up because it was you.
崩れる時僕を助けてくれなかったら
If you didn't save me when the stage collapsed,
何も言えず何もやれずに終わってたよ
I would have been gone in silence, with everything buried. Oh! Lee paused momentarily. Why? His wandering eyes were fixed on Han again. This is just too great. This is beautiful.
声が話しかけてきたんだ
When I was alone, a voice came to me.
どこかに僕を連れて行こうとする声
It was trying to take me somewhere.
関わったみんなを不幸に追い込んで一人残されると
It was saying I would bring destruction to everyone's life and survive alone. That's a little weird.
一番欲しかったのは人だった
I was desperate for anyone's help.
兄弟を求めていたのかもしれない二人なら迷う時間がもっと短かったんじゃないか
I might have been wanting to have a brother. Together with him, I might have pulled myself earlier from the
一
abyss.
人で過ごす時間も無駄だったわけじゃない
Spending some time all alone is not a waste of time,
でも長くて苦しかった
but it was just too long and difficult.
僕はそんなに芯が強い人間じゃない
I'm not that strong-minded.
そんな人がサバイバルオーディションでここまで来ますか
The weak-minded couldn't make it to this stage.
俺はそのままでもいいと思うよ。
I think you are fine as you are. Lee squinted under the blurred lights.
君もな。
The same goes for you.
周りの話なんか気にしないで。自分自身を信じろ。
Don't care about what others say. Just believe in yourself.
変だな。こういう話、前にはできなかったのに。
Weird. I never said this kind of thing before. Lee raised his head again.
りょう、
Han.
どんなことがあっても、君を外に出す。
Oh my god. At any cost, I'll get you out of here safely.
誰かを出すかどうかじゃない。みんなで出るんだ。
Not just me. All of us will make it.
そう、
Yeah.
僕たちはもうすぐここを出ていく。
We'll get out of here soon. Why? His life had been bittersweet and he longed for love from his family. Han had saved his life, so he was determined to get him out of here safely. Why is that so beautiful? Let's talk about the notebook, guys. Oh my god, I love Lee, man. You read it, right? He was angry, disappointed, and he had expectations. But in the end, he gave himself up in despair. Han thought about the page of the notebook. That he'll be swayed by empty dreams and continue to commit sins. We are not so different from him. Repeated sins instigated by a vain dream. But still, you shouldn't run away. His choice of suicide, I deny that possibility. I'm gonna go with this one.
でも
But he should not have run away. Throwing away his own life like this?
だけど、
There were several chances to turn things around. Lee slowly nodded. And each time, he failed to be honest.
そうか。
What Chang wrote in his notebook probably reflects his true thoughts. Han, don't go too
も
deep.
しかしたら、
That diary entry was a suicide note. Lee slowly opened his eyes. Don't sink into the swamp of despair before your eyes. Chang wrote down his feelings of despair, depression, and desperation on the last page of his diary entry. It somewhat read like a will. I kind of agree with Lee there. I understand why he would say that. Let's do spy shots.
それが、
He must have had a reason for carrying that photo. A secretly taken photo of Shin and Seo. Lee slowly continued while looking at Han, who remained quiet.
どうも、
I think the two of them had a relationship beyond what we know.
正直、
I also saw them meeting each other in private. Witness! He has seen the producer and Seo meet in private. At the time, they weren't just a producer and contestant. Oh. Han caught his breath.
な、
You saw them together? Why mention it now? You said you've seen it before. Did Chang investigate that much? Why would he tell us this now, though?
そんな、
Did Chang investigate that as well?
そうってこと。
Since Shin was also involved, I guess Chang did it on his own.
そうだよ。
He was probably thinking of exposing it when he couldn't bear her anymore.
結局、
Sniping both Seo and Shin with one lethal
その
shot.
時は、
The date on the photo is September 15th,
それは、
near the end of the preliminaries. Now, those in the photo and the one who took it are all gone. Oh, that's a good point. Shin and Seo's relationship seemed to be something more than just business. She had also apparently approached Lee in the past. And there should be one more. Here it is.
りょう、
Han, you look really upset. Makes me think I should have moved quickly. Before Chang decided to take his own life.
知らなかった。
Nobody thought this was going to happen.
もしかしたら、
Even Chang probably had no idea about this outcome. Responsible for leading to this situation, couldn't we be more persuasive? I'm going with this one. I'm clearly responsible for this situation. I could have changed the outcome. Lee shook his head firmly.
だけど、
You chose the way that was less dangerous. Taking a leap at the door was just your final decision, and you even took the risk.
でも、
But
僕も、
I'm the one who was helpless while standing in front of the door. I sent you and Min to the stage for the master key, and I just waited there even after O went to the rear door.
それならば、
I'm the one who's solely responsible for this.
違った。
Lee, that's not what I wanted to hear from you. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Take all the time in the world, but don't blame yourself. After confronting Chang, Han and Min went to the stage to find a master key. In the meantime, Oh and Lee kept an eye out on the front doors, or on the front back door. All right, that's it. Let's go ahead and save. Let me make a save on number 4 here. I think it's this one. Yeah. And then we'll continue on. Oh, wait. There it is. Sweet. Let's continue. I am ready to see this story unfold. His head was about to burst. I'm a bit worried. Oh, it's plug hole. Transfer keeps failing. Plug hole. A dry voice emerged from his parched lips. I don't know how far you want to dig into. To be honest, from here, I don't know what's really happening in here. In there. Don't look only at people's reaction, but also all the clues and review the whole thing again. I'm not sure this message will reach you. Just hang in there. The clues? Even the conclusion. Feeling someone's gaze, Han turned around while mumbling to himself. It's over now, right? Chang is the attacker, and he killed himself when he was cornered. There's nothing else to think now. As she finished talking, she quietly bit her lip. I think we have no choice now. Although it's not easy to accept it. Min's face was pale, and Lee stepped in to help her. Han was now the only one whining, and who couldn't accept the reality. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Wait, what? Did Chang really kill Seo? Let's do this. I don't think it's over yet. I'm still not sure if Chang really is the attacker. Han. Oh, they hate me for this now. What? Are you playing detective right now? Sorry. Han, you did your best. It's not our job to speculate what's obviously true. Min panted heavily. You okay, Min? I'm fine. So what's bothering you so bad? It's true that Chang was at the end of the central corridor during Seo's accident. But there's no proof that he knew where Seo was headed, nor that he lured him into the bathroom. But we saw the tablet. But the battery, remember? He could have used it to call Seo out. It was broken. You saw him running away after dropping his tablet on the floor. What is the refutation of the claim that Chang lured Seo with the tablet? It's a broken tablet. Smack her with that. When I saw the tablet in the dressing room, it looked like it had been broken a long time ago. I couldn't even turn it on because the battery was swollen. It's impossible to contact anyone with it. We've been here for over several hours. He could have destroyed it several hours ago if he did it right after murdering Seo. Wait, the battery. It takes more than several hours for the battery to swell up. Really? Are you sure? I'm sure. The tablet had been broken for a long time. Oh just stood there and stared at the dressing room door.
動機もあるじゃない。
He had the motive.
手帳にあった日記の内容。
The diary entries in the notebook.
殺す、生かすって書いてあるのみんなも見たでしょ。
You guys all read it. There were pages describing how he wanted to kill Seiya.
殺意。人を殺すほどのものだったのかな。
Motive for murder? Was he angry enough to kill Seiya?
触れたらいけない部分に触れたとか、
Maybe he messed with something that he shouldn't have.
自虐とか悪口もあったじゃない。ユーマが普段のように言ってミスしたのよ。
Chang was feeling a sense of inferiority, and Seiya must have hit a nerve while trash
あ
talking.
れ私、なんでいちいち答え
I
たん
mean,
だ
that's possible. Why am I explaining everything here?
一体何を見てそんなことを言うんだ？
What did you really notice?
君は日記から殺意以外の思いが感じられたのか？
Did you notice something other than the intention to kill as you read his diary? Uh-oh. The emotions felt from reading Chang's notes and the reason of it are wrath. What Chang wrote during the Beastars preliminary indicated no feelings of despair. However, he was infuriated with Shin about something in August. That right there, for sure. Forced in might be the other one. After terminating contracts with the background check agencies, Shin forced her staff, including Chang, to complete the background checks. That one. It's these two. It's these two. It's these two.
不満なんだよ。殺意なんかじゃなくて、ムカついているだけだったんだ。
He just felt discontent. He didn't intend to murder someone. He was just angry.
才能がないように見える出演者。コネを使っていそうなユーマ。
Untalented contestants and Seo trying to pull all these
プ
strings.
ロデューサーに強要された仕事。それらが積み重なって、怒りが募ってたんだ。
The things he was forced to do. Everything together set him off on an emotional roller coaster.
強要された仕事への不満だ。出演者の身元調査だったんだろう。
He was upset about the things he was forced to do, like the background checks on the contestants.
業者との契約がこじれて、ナオトのようなスタッフをこき使ったんだよ。
Once the contract with the agencies was terminated, Shin used a staff member like Chang to carry out her dirty
日
work.
記から感じた悲しみや怒りも、それと関係がある。
The sadness and anger we saw in the diary must have been related. Okay.
だとすると、
Then,
バカにされて、違法なことをさせられて、頭にきたんだよ。
he was angry at being ignored and for being forced to do something illegal.
自分なりに反撃するっていう風にも書いてあった。
He even wrote something about fighting back.
それを殺意だと解釈するのは無理だと思うよ。
I think it's far-fetched to think of it as an intent to kill.
それほどの動機だというのは難しい。
Are you saying that can't be the motive? Hey, let me hit you with a special keyword real quick. Overinterpretation. In the diary, he expresses anger and defiance against Shin and constant feelings of despair, but they don't seem to add up to a murderous or suicidal intent. Not at
そり
all.
ゃあ、日記だけ見たらそうかもね。
Maybe. Just by looking at the
瞬
diary.
間的にカッとなってやった可能性はないから。
Is it possible that Chang was in a fit of rage?
俺は絶対に不可能だって言ってるんじゃない。
I'm not saying it's
でも
impossible,
日記に限定したら行き過ぎた解釈に見える。
but if we stick to the diary, that's an overinterpretation. The group briefly fell silent.
それじゃあ、どうしたらいいの？
So what do we do now? Oh slowly opened her mouth.
動機が見えない、自殺じゃない、みたいな話が出てるけどね。
You guys are gonna say that he had no motive, he could have been a murderer, and blah blah.
それじゃあどうやって死んだというの？
Then how on earth did he
ど
die?
うやってって。
How?
楽屋に入る前、僕たち4人ともドアの前にいた。
Front of us were standing in front of the door before entering the dressing room. Or four of us,
直人君に行けっ
sorry.
て言われたから強引に入ったんだ。
We forced ourselves in when Chang asked us to
自
leave.
殺だったとしか解釈できないよ。
Suicide is the only way to explain the
そ
situation.
う、全くその通りよ。
Exactly. That's what I've been telling you. Oh wait, hold up. Well, what's Min got to say about it though?
全部の疑惑がありえないってこと。
Are you saying all suspicions are pointless?
正直、そう思ってる。
To be
違う？
honest, yes. Am I not right? Han asked himself over and over. Plughole advised him to review not only the clues, but also the conclusion. But what is he supposed to do? He wanted to stop grilling everybody, including himself. Han let out a ruffled sigh. They were right. He had done his best. He had no more strength to cling on to it. Chang despised Seo. Chang murdered Seo, who had tried to find an unusual way to survive the auditions. Chang locked himself in the dressing room when his crimes and past were about to be exposed. At the edge of fear and despair, he chose to take his own life. This is what had really happened. Everyone saw, experienced, and justified it. This was the truth everyone wanted to believe. Okay. Oh, no! No! This is the part. This is it, guys. This is what I was warning you guys in the last episode. The gameplay broadcast. So, as it says right here, gameplay streaming is allowed from now on. So streaming is allowed, but redistribution and revenue setting is strictly prohibited. This prohibition of spoilers is to protect the rights of other game purchasers. We really appreciate your cooperation and understanding. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. I didn't think it was gonna be like right now. Okay, so as you guys see, this is the last episode, recorded episode, that is. So we aren't going to be uploading any more episodes of this game, but what I will be doing is a stream. I am going to schedule the stream, and we're going to do the stream, and we're going to stream the rest of the game. You guys are going to be able to see the ending in real time, and we'll do more endings because there's going to be like other endings on top of, like, you know, the endings that we're going to get. So there's multiple endings is what I'm saying. So with that being said, we're going to do that on stream. Now, what I'm going to try to do is make that stream unlisted and make another video basically saying, hey guys, what's up? If you guys want to check out the ending of Buried Stars, click on the link in the description. And from there, you guys are going to be able to click on this link and it's going to take you to the unlisted video for the stream. So it won't technically be public. You know what I mean? So you can't find it on YouTube without clicking that link. So it's not technically public, and that's what they're worried about. They're worried about it being a public thing. You know, so at that point it's not public. I probably won't face anything too bad. I don't think I'll get striked or anything, but you know, you never know. They might strike me, and that kind of sucks, but I'm gonna take the chance just because I love you guys a lot, you know. And on top of that, like, I feel really bad because everybody has been supporting the series so much. And I'm just trying to find the best way to experience this game with you guys, because I have a ton of fun playing this game with you guys, seeing all of you guys' comments and theories and predictions and all of that. It's been fun. It's been a great ride. So I don't want to just end it on, okay guys, we can't play it anymore. You know what I mean? So we're at least going to stream it, bro. I might have to get creative when it comes to, you know, distributing it to you guys. Maybe I'll put it on Twitch or something like that. I don't know, because I know on Twitch I won't get copyright strike. So we'll see. I know I can upload videos on Twitch, so I guess we'll just have to find out in the future. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Like, comment down below your thoughts on this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Buried Stars, which will be a live stream. I'm going to be scheduling it. But with all that being said, see you guys next time. Peace.
Hope will never die.
Industry notice, then still think of that time.